This is Jason Cruz here once again with MMA Payouts, the interview. And today we are talking to Darrion Caldwell, who is back and fighting in Inglewood, the city of no good. Bellator 290, February 4th, 2023. Darrion, how you feeling?
I'm doing good. How you, Jason?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Where am I finding you? Still in training camp in Florida? Is that
I'm in
right?
I'm in a beautiful state of Florida, my guy.
Nice. Very nice. Whereabouts in Florida? Are you okay?
One sec. Yep, I'm trying to end this call. Freaking
Oh,
somebody's calling.
okay.
Um, so I'm I'm training in Deerfield Beach.
Okay.
Um, out here in Pompano at Kill Cliff
Okay. Okay.
MMA. You got me here?
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you.
All right, cool. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
training at Kill Cliff MMA here in Deerfield. So Southern Florida.
Excellent. Now, I was in Florida in November, and we're going off a little bit, but here, how often do you go to the Waffle House?
The Waffle House?
Yeah.
Was that it originated out here in Florida?
I think, well, I the only times I've gone to the Waffle House I have been in Florida. Well, Florida and Arizona, but I shall tell you that is the best spot ever. They don't have any up here in Seattle. So I'm just saying
No. Well, damn, I gotta get to one out here in Florida, yo.
you're training, so I shouldn't have said that. You're training, so you can't, but I mean, goddamn, it's delicious. It's delicious.
Yeah,
Anyway,
nah, I haven't had a Waffle House since I was in California. So, uh, but I haven't earned a Waffle House in years. So, uh, February 4th, I'm gonna earn myself some Waffle House. I'm coming right back to Florida, and I'm gonna have some
excellent.
courtesy of you, Jason.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Have the waffles. And
Give me
yeah,
that cash out.
yeah, okay. So, hey, how has training camp been? How has training camp been? I mean, who are you training with? How has it been for you?
Uh, well, um, obviously, I'm here at Kill Cliff. I've been
Hmm.
here for the last 2 years. Um, under Greg Jones and Henry Hoof
Yep.
and Jason Strout. Um, we got a few other coaches um, that help for more technical areas,
Hmm.
more specific things. Like Sean Soriano, Dita Navarro, um, and then I'm doing my strength conditioning over at IHP, which I got from, I didn't steal, but I used Gilbert's strength and conditioning guys. So
Gilbert
I've been,
Burns.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been going over there, doing a lot with my guy Dustin Lampos, Scrappy. He fought at the Tough show, and then Garrett Armfield. He just recently signed with UFC. I think he's got a fight coming up. But we've been hitting that IHP really hard, So my abs are looking phenomenal.
Awesome.
Um, and on top of that, I'm also still using our team's strength and conditioning coach, Coach Corey Peacock. So my conditioning is top notch right now. Which has really been my focus since my last few fights.
Mm.
Making sure that second round is just as beautiful as the first and third. So not having any mental lapse. Making sure I'm breaking my body down, breaking my mental down as deep as I could to um, have no lapses in there.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
so your last fight was last January, and so how have you been? What have you been doing? I'm sure you were chomping at the bit to get back in the cage, but what have you been up to as far as the rest of 2022?
Well, you know, it's not been a whole lot of chilling. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Um, like usually when you get off, you get to chill, but when you're coming off some losses, things start to eat at you. So you make it your duty. At least if I make it my duty, I've made it my duty that when I step back in that cage, uh, I'm performing at my best ability. And I've always felt like I do that when I have a little longer camp. Um, whether whether obviously I don't like a layoff, you know, but the surgery I had a surgery. It forced me to take a little longer time off than I wanted to. But I always feel like when I come back, so I wrestled in high school, played football, and then I played baseball, right? So I
Mhm.
felt like anytime I came back to football after wrestling, I was just that much better. You know, anytime I came back to wrestling after football, I was just that much more hungry. You know, so for me, I just been just mentally stripped. I mentally stripped myself, and then I built myself back up over this last 13 months, uh, and just trying to stay focused. You know, I moved here 2 years ago, and that first year I didn't do much, but focus on myself and training and stuff. And uh, this last year, I've been able to coach some kids in wrestling, which has always been my passion.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
you know, so that's been huge for me. You know, to be able to give back my knowledge and work with the kids. You know, build up the youth, the future of
Nice.
MMA and wrestling.
Now, so how old are the kids that you're coaching?
So we have one. I got one that just went back to North Dakota State.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
he's right now. So right now he's third on the lineup. Right, he hadn't
Okay.
broke the lineup. Right, and
Yeah.
so we figure with if he comes in this summer, puts in the work, you know, because I've already seen since I got my hands on him in the last 2 months, leaps and bounds, a big difference, you know. And
Mhm.
so I'm figuring if we get our hands on him for another 6 months, by next year going back into the season, he'll be breaking the lineup, you know. And so I've been able to work with kids individually like him, as well as Del Porche, um, a vet of mine, or well, my vet down here. He's my vet as well as my training partner. Like
Okay.
you know, he wrestled out here in Florida.
Uh,
Um, then he uh, then he started to do some wrestling here at Killcliff um, uh, a little while ago, and then when I moved here, um, linked up with him because I have, you know, one of the things I do is, you know, I breed French bulldogs, you
oh,
know,
okay.
and so I immediately got up with Dale, and me and Dale, you know, coincidentally, he's a wrestler, so we kind of hit it off immediately, you know. So
Nice.
we've been um, talking back and forth all year, and then this past year, he became a head coach at a high school um, with this is their first year, you know, this is the first
Hmm.
season. So we got a bunch of kids who've never wrestled in their life, you know. So almost like kids with two left feet, you know.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, it's a private school and the kids have never wrestled, you know. And so um, again, just the it just feels so good to be able to work with the kids and see
See
how
them
good they
progress.
come along. You know, the
Yeah.
progression. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's 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 what I live for. You know, to be able to.
That's awesome. That's awesome to give back. I'm sure it's fulfilling. Now
Yeah.
let's talk about your fight, Nikita Mikhailov. What do you know about him? You guys do share an opponent, Enrico Barzola. But do you study up on him, or are you just kind of focusing on yourself getting into this fight?
You know, I'm gonna do what I usually do, and I'm gonna just focus on myself. You know, um, I know he's gonna come in ready to fight. He's gonna come in well prepared, well trained. He comes from a great camp. Um, but so do I, and so am I. So I'm expecting February 4th to just run straight through this kid, um, pick up where I left off in 2019, start getting my hand raised, and the strap season comes soon.
Nice, nice. Now, we kind of talked about this a little bit. 2023. What are your expectations for this upcoming year?
Um, well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Can I get a breakthrough fighter of the year this year, or something like that? Like
Maybe, yeah.
I
I will allow it. I will allow
like
it.
can a champion, an ex-champion, get a breakthrough fighter of the year, son? I had a real bad slump in these last 3 years, 0-3, right?
Yeah.
Now this is my time to shine, you know. again, I've been making sure there's no stones unturned. No, again, I've stripped my mental, and my shield, my armor is pierceless.
Excellent. Now, I don't want to remind you, but you did have it looks like you did have a birthday last month. So you're getting older. Sorry to break that news to you. But like, is there anything that you are doing to make sure Father Time doesn't knock on the door right into this year?
Yeah, I'm just honestly, I'm doing all the things that I wasn't doing in these last few years. Again, it's easy to stay stagnant, when you're ahead of the class, But when you get to a gym like Kill Cliff, you come out here, you got coaches, who've seen guys like this and then like this, and they've been there, done that already, you know. It just makes everything better. It puts things in perspective, to just listen, take instructions, and just do what I'm supposed to do.
Excellent. Well, Darrion, so how many fights you do you want? 3, 4 fights in 2023?
2023, I'd like to get five fights. Why not?
Five,
Five
five.
fights. That'd be ideal. Since you said it, you said five.
Okay, 5 fights. You heard it,
Or three.
Bellator. 5 fights for Darrion Caldwell. But let's talk about Well, let's get to Bellator 290, the Fabulous Forum, February 4th. Darrion Caldwell, thank you so much for your time. We wish you good travels to LA, and you have a great one.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Darrion, take it easy. Have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye.